Far more than liberalism or conservatism or devotion to one of the two political parties has become the main ideology of the media. It's really driven instead by allegiance to status quo power and institutional authorities. Above all else, what the corporate media wants is the agenda of institutions of authority and major power centers to be preserved and protected and advanced. That is one of the major reasons why one of the most important events in the history of media took place in the 1950s and 1960s when major media outlets became corporatized. They were no longer owned by trusted families who had newspapers passed down throughout the generations. Instead, they became swallowed up by gigantic corporations. And that's what large corporations do more than anything else. They are, by definition, inside the halls of power. They are aligned with governments and aligned with corporate agendas. They worship credentialism and authority. To thrive in corporations, in large corporations, the characteristic you most need is not that you are a dissident to establishment orthodoxies, but that you are there to prove that you can efficiently advance it. Those are the personalities and characteristics which cause you to advance and succeed in any large corporation. And when media became a part of large corporations, the media itself became corporatized. It adopted, even more so than ever before, a pro-authority or pro-status quo perspective. To the extent that there is any real Democratic versus Republican allegiance that drives the media, it was almost entirely due to Trump. The media has largely been fine with standard Republicans in the past, people like George Bush and Dick Cheney, or even going back before that. They never liked Barry Goldwater because he was too extremist. He was a threat to establishment orthodoxies, and that's the same reason why they hated Trump. The media hated Trump not because he's a Republican, but because he ran on opposition to Republican orthodoxy, and therefore institutions of authority and power hated Trump, and therefore these journalists inside media corporations did as well. That is how they think about the world.
Right, and I mean, the thing about it is, right, it's a war on language in a way, too.